This week on the Unpopular Opinion Show. Unlike Nick Cannon, athletes might pull out.
This is not a laughing matter. It's not a joking matter. I don't want to make light of it. Let's be real. Elephant in the room. It was on everybody's minds. F them kids. But lady, you were that was very and bigoted and ignorant. And I said, you know what? Nope. I'm pressing charges.
That was the first and last time I dated a cop.
Yeah.
Nope, never again. It's likely that you did it at least once. Like out of 20 some odd people.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
Who gives a fuck? I don't care if you personally kick Candace Owens and her stinky
cray-cray.
No good thing starts with, I was thinking about my ex.
He ain't learned his lesson. That's a brother ain't gonna learn shit.
I know this is gonna be unpopular and I don't care. Let's keep this shit funky.
What's happening? What's crackulating? What's popping? Welcome back to another episode of the Unpopin Show, House of Unpopular Opinions. I go by the name of T Storm and joined by, as always, my brother, Mike Swift. What's happening, famo?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just, living the life.
Living the life? Living la vida loca.
Nah, not loca. I mean, if you look at my face, you can. I still got droopy eye and sandbags under my eyes and all that. Yesterday was round one of the vaccine, COVID vaccine, and it took me clean off my feet. So,
well, congratulations, good for you for getting it. It's still, people. I know some folks that's like, man, I'm waiting for what? What?
I'm waiting till I catch it.
Right. let it have kill me first. And then I go, you know what? I wish I had the vaccine. No, come on, man. But good for you.
I mean,
yeah,
understandably, black folks had a little hesitation about vaccines in this country. I understand, but
and
you probably should go ahead and get that shit done.
Valid concern, valid points. And I've said this to my people, family, friends, everybody. I say the same thing. Yes. Is this country perfect and honest with everything? No. What changed my mind about it was watching, more privileged, white folks come to the hood to come get the shot because we wasn't going to go get it ourselves. They was coming and taking us. You know what I'm saying? Going into Spanish Harlem, going into Brooklyn, going into my man told me out in California, in the hood, out in LA or whatever. So, that's okay. It's somebody valued it. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, they come into our hood to go get it. That means we should be go getting it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not 100%. It's not protecting you 100%. It's not, you know what I mean? I heard the analogy I heard. I think I like this one. It's like women who take birth control. It's not protecting you 100% from getting pregnant. You can still get pregnant, right? If you're in your car with your seatbelt, it's not protecting you from getting into a car accident. But if you do get into a car accident, make sure you don't go through the windshield. You know what I'm saying? It's not 100%. It's, depending on the vaccine, what is it like? It's between 85 and 96 or 97%, something like that. To, keep you from, but protecting you from getting severely ill. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Good for you, folks out there. If you haven't gotten it, reconsider it. And you make the choice. What's best for you. The fact of the matter is, this virus ain't going away.
Nope.
And it can get. It could get worse. Look at some of these other countries that's had resurgence. You know what I mean? That had, India being one. I think Japan is having a problem now too.
And it's supposed to affect the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like athletes might pull out and
pull out.
Unlike Nick Cannon, athletes might pull out.
Excellent segue, my friend. Excellent segue.
I don't even know the full story. I just know I saw the headline last week. Nick Cannon is expecting another child with yet another Instagram model or I don't even know if the other ones were Instagram models, but
nah, it's some women that was
that
around.
dude was gonna be a
that he
daddy
was
again.
into, you know, and hey, listen, he got the funds for it. He's, you know, he got the energy for it. But go for it, brother. Like, hey, be fruitful and multiply. That brother is he's what did I say earlier? He's virile. He's hella
He's shooting up the club.
there you go. Shoot
Nick
it up.
Cannon chooses violence. He's shooting up the club. Nick Cannon is currently expecting twin boys with Abby De La Rosa.
Right. I believe she's
30-year-old.
Isn't she on? She's on
an Instagram model.
No, she's on Wildin' Out though, ain't she? Is she on there with them? I think she is. Was affiliated somewhere in there.
He welcomed his fourth child, Powerful Queen is his child's name, in December 2020.
Right.
And he has 3 kids with Brittany Bell. He and Brittany Bell also share a 3-year-old son.
Okay.
Golden.
He had 3 with her? Dude?
Did he have kids with Mariah?
Yes. He has twins. He has twins with Mariah.
Oh boy.
Them babies, as we call them.
Them babies.
Them babies. That was the first one. And then he was like, he's on a pregnancy tour right now. See, hey, let's go.
He's on an award tour.
Shoot up the club tour. Pow pow. Oprah.
Am I able to share, sir?
Oh, absolutely. Hang on. Folks, you know what this is. You see it as we doing it.
We building the plane while we flying it, baby.
That's right. Did I get the right one?
Yes, sir.
All right. Pow.
There's a photo of the power couple.
Nice.
She's a cutie pie for sure.
Oh, yeah. He's like, hey, girl, what's your name? We hanging? We go, okay, let's go do this. Gotcha.
Nick Cannon's pickup line is, what your womb be like?
do twins run in your family? They do in mine. By the way, that sound is shooting the club up now. It's not just a regular. When you hear this sound, that means someone's shooting up the club. So there you go.
Look, we need to get a machine gun for him.
Right.
Yeah, he not cocking and popping one off. He's just shooting everybody.
Everybody gets shot.
Which kind of brings us to the ongoing saga of T.I. and Tiny.
Oh boy. He shot somebody club. Somebody should. Something happened there.
Well, now they dragging Nelly into their shit.
Oh
Nelly
boy.
got dragged into their shit. So, the short version is, because there's a lot of stories. They were all over the news in the past couple of weeks. Vegas stopped their investigation. I don't know why Vegas stopped their investigation. I don't think they had, enough information or evidence to kind of really run with it. LA started theirs. T.I. and Tiny allegedly drugged and sexually assaulted a woman in 2005, and the LAPD is looking into her claims. The lady is the accuser. Was identified as a Jane Doe. She wants to stay anonymous. And she says she accepted a drink from Tiny. They went back to the room with some other chicks. The other chicks left. It was just her and T.I. messing around. He said, rub some oil on my body. And she did it. And then they started doing their thing. Tiny joined in. And I'm going to try to say this without laughing because it is not a laughing matter.
Okay, try. I won't make that promise.
She says Tiny soon joined in, and then she claims T.I. came from behind and stuck his toes in her.
I don't know what sound effect to play for that one. That isn't foul, maybe?
Foul. Like, what you into, bruh? What are you into, bruh? I don't know what that's about.
There's a rap lyric. There's something about someplace to stick my feet. Listen, if that happened, that's terrible. If she didn't want that to happen. Wow.
It started out, so at first my thing was, look, nobody is identifying themselves. It's all kind of hearsay. We need some definitive evidence to really take this seriously. And at that time, it was like 10 people. It moved up to 11. One of those people was a male. So it's like 10 females, 1 male. That also came out. And the number crazy. Since then has risen to 30. There are 30 people claiming that they fell prey to T.I. and Tiny's sexual escapades.
Okay, so either this is not a laughing matter. It's not a joking matter. I don't want to make light of it. If it's somebody, if someone is saying this happened to someone and it actually happened to someone, it's no laughing matter. But either they was getting busy or people are just piling on. Like, that's 30?
30, right?
That's more than, isn't that more than Bill Cosby numbers?
I think they're rivaling Bill Cosby numbers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. One of the alleged victims, Sabrina Peterson, a couple of days ago said she'll drop the case against T.I. and Tiny if they apologize. If you say, I'm sorry, she'll drop the case.
They'll never do it. Because it would be an admission of guilt. Right. And it would open the door for all 29 other of those accusers to say, see, they admitted they did it, so that lends credibility to my claim.
She also said, here's the other stipulation. Do it within 7 days. Do this, quote, do this, what I'm saying right now, within 7 days. Within 7 days, tell the truth and apologize, and I'm gone.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't think they will do it, and I don't think that they should. But if how do you dance around that one? It's like, because if I say something to offend you and don't realize that, now understanding saying something that offends you and raping someone or allegedly raping someone is completely different. Don't get me wrong. There's no parallel. But what I'm saying is in terms of the apology. If I do something to you and don't realize I did it, right? And you bring to my attention that I offended you, it's my job to go, oh, I didn't realize I offended you. I apologize. Is that admitting guilt?
It can be viewed as admitting guilt, right? Because the apology can be taken and twisted, right? I could say, hey, look, I'm sorry if what I said offended you.
Right.
The other side receiving the apology can then take that and say, look, see, I told you offended, like you did something offensive. I'm like, well, yeah, right. So the intent, you can't pull the intent out of the apology or insert the intent into the apology. Once the apology is out there, it can be twisted and moved however the receiving party wants to twist it and move it. And in this particular case, how the other people around it can say, the fact that they apologized lends credence to the fact that something happened. Because if nothing happened, then there's nothing to apologize for. Intent withstanding. Intent versus impact or something like that. I heard somebody talking about it recently, but it gets worse for them. I mentioned Nelly. Jane Doe number 4, that's how she's being referred to, says that T.I. in 2014, T.I. and Tiny forced her to have sexual intercourse with rapper Nelly against her will. Yes, Nelly ain't said nothing. Nelly's like, nope, I don't want that smoke.
I'm not in this. Yeah, I was with Ashanti back then. Nope.
he had his own drama in 2019 with some stuff that got settled quietly, with some allegations against him. So I'm sure he don't want to be pulled into none of this nonsense.
Yeah. That's messy. That's crazy. It's very unfortunate. And then this is one of those things where, again, we'll never actually know the truth of what actually happened or what didn't happen. I know I saw an old video T.I. posted, kind of touching on it a little bit as much as he could, saying, I'm not going to get into what we do in my, what I do in my bedroom, this and that, but so, these things are lies that's being, they're, it's affecting our livelihood and people are lying on us, is basically what he said. And then also, not long ago, he and his wife were in a church, on a pulpit, and he kind of commented, and I have the quote here. I won't play the audio. I'll just read what he said. He stated, while up in the pulpit with his 5-year-old daughter in hand, T.I. stated, quote, contrary to whatever you may pass by as you scroll on this fictitious universe that we all live in called social media, the real and the truth and the honesty of it all is that everybody is a culmination of their experiences. And I mean, we are all a product of what we've been through. If we never had nothing but nonsense handed down to us, then when we see others, we're going to expect them to be about nonsense. See, I'm sorry to whoever needs to hear this. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry. I ain't the creep that you want me to be, but that ain't what I was raised to be. And I don't care how much you say, anything ain't going to make it true for me. You dig? And I got God up there. You understand? Unquote. And there's more, but he spoke on it in church.
That happened, like, I get it, right? You want to speak up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You want to protect your family. I get it. But he couldn't have picked a more inopportune moment to do it. Yeah. His wife was being honored. She was accepting the honor, and she called him up, to stand by her, we're family, whatever. And he took that opportunity to do that and make that statement. Doing that, he took the shine completely off of his wife. Took the shine completely off of her.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be real. Elephant in the room. It was on everybody's minds. When you see him, it's not like you not gonna think about it. You know what it is. You're whether you believe it or not, you suspect or not, there's something going on, and to completely not address it at all in no way, shape, or form, it's kind of disingenuous. And I think, I probably would have spoke out too.
I would have, but I wouldn't have done it there. I'd have probably. Now he did release a song.
Yeah.
And in the song he denies the charges. So it remains to be seen how this plays out. I don't think they're going to get out of this unscathed.
I know they already scathed. He's already lost money. He's supposed to be in the third Ant-Man. He's not in Ant-Man anymore. He's not affiliated with that franchise anymore. So it's already affected him. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if they'll just recast or just kind of write his character out completely. You see how they did Terrence Howard. You don't even remember Terrence Howard was in Iron Man at all.
I read a story about him that I was like, ooh, foul. He's and I forgive me because I didn't expect to talk about this, so I just didn't do the digging and due diligence. But he was in a movie, and the movie came out.
Oh yeah.
And now he's suing the company, telling them, like, y'all can't release this movie. And when I first saw the headline and scanned the story, I was like, good on him. If they're not paying him or whatever, then yeah, he should sue him and use every legal measure available to him. Until I realized that the movie was about Down syndrome. It's a real life story. It stars Down syndrome actors. It's to raise money for the plight of Down syndrome. I'm like, oh, bro.
Yeah. So to that story, to touch on it quickly, Terrence Howard's attorneys are claiming that the producers of the project acknowledged on April 15th, prior to the film's release, that their client's consent had not been obtained, which meant that the movie shouldn't have dropped 5 days later. The cease and desist letter reportedly threatens legal action if the situation is rectified, and if they continue to involve him in the distribution, advertising, promotion, and or exhibition of any matter. Good deed or not, if you're supposed to get paid for it, and they just go, hey, we ain't gonna pay you. Yeah, that's a cease and desist. Well,
fair enough, but it's probably, and basing
it's for
nothing.
Come on, man, it's for the kids. In the words of my a good friend of mine that has passed on, situation happened where they were backstage about to perform. Shout out to Mike Kinsey in Sarasota. Johnny Butler. My friend Johnny Butler was a singer. They were ready to sing for some kid. They supposed to got paid for this performance. It was in front of kids or whatever. And the story goes, the promoter wasn't able to pay them. Decided he wasn't going to pay them or whatever. And then the rest of the crew was like, all right, well, come on, we can get up there and do it for the kids. My friend Johnny, rest in peace, said, fuck them kids.
Oh, shit.
So that's Terrence Howard right now, man. Fuck them kids. Pay me. Then we can get on with let's do our business here, man. So the funny thing
is
about
highly
it,
likely that the producers have no more money, right? Which is why they didn't pay him. They can't make money to pay him if they don't release the film. So him telling them not to release the film is not putting them in a situation where they can make the money to pay him.
But they were supposed to pay them before they finished the film.
Right. They fucked up their finances, obviously, right? Like, but keeping them from releasing the film doesn't get him any money. It just puffs his ego and makes him feel better, right?
Yeah.
But let him release the film, don't hit him with a cease and desist. Hit him with, look, I need to attach all profits from this film until I'm paid what's due me. After that, you take from it whatever you take from it.
Yeah, but then that makes it look like you holding the money for them kids.
It still look like that. Shit.
Oh,
He said,
man.
fuck you, pay me. I ain't mad at him. Fuck
pay
it.
me, man. Whatever. I gotta eat too. This mortgage ain't gonna pay itself. What y'all thinking about?
He's like, I ain't got Down syndrome. I got down payment, motherfucker. I'm trying to get this Bentley.
Oh man. All right, I'll touch on this real quick, and then we can move. And then when I say real quick, I mean literally real quick. So remember the Central Park Karen who had stopped?
Yes.
What's the brother? Well, he was bird watching.
The dude was bird watching. Yeah.
Central Park, and he, I think he had said something to her about putting her dog on a leash, and she just went and left and called the cops and fabricated some story that he was attacking her, and he videotaped the whole thing. So she ended up getting arrested and losing a job and losing the dog. thing. I think she got her dog back, but she's now suing her old job because they cut her loose in the days following, saying that they did not tolerate racism of any kind. She believed that wrongly labeled her and helped ruin her life and future prospects. So she's suing her job for having a moral compass and going, hey, if you're like this, we don't want to be with. But lady, you were racist. That was very racist and bigoted and ignorant. And did you see the video? Did you see yourself? It was your finest work. I mean, it was the culmination of your life, probably, of the ideas that you have gathered and held on to and privileged and took out on this brother that just was not having it. By the way, you have the same last name.
I think she has a case.
Huh?
She has a case.
She does?
Mm-hmm. I think she has a case.
How so?
It doesn't, I think it will 100% hinge on the company's use of the word racist in their public statement.
Mm.
I think that's where she has the case. I don't think what she did was right. I think what she did was steeped in racism.
It was.
I think the company probably should have fired her, but I think they should have been a lot wiser about making the public statement that they made.
Okay, so what do you call it?
I call it racism.
That's
if
my
I were
point.
making the statement, on behalf of the company, I would have called it bad behavior.
But it is racism. Yes, it's bad behavior, but it is racism. She called out the man's race. This black man is attacking me. And she was lying about it. And she was lying.
You can prove that she identified him as black, and you can prove that she lied about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to convince people that those two things together make racism.
No, that's not the two things.
I believe that it does.
It was her intent.
I'm just saying what can be proved and argued in court.
Okay. Well, she knows that if you call the police and say, I'm being attacked by a black man, the police are more likely, I'm a white woman being attacked by a black man in Central Park. That drums up a lot of memories of the Central Park 5 and the white woman that was attacked there, all these types of stuff, right? There's history to it, right? And then the police are going to react a certain way. She knows that. That's steeped in why she said what she said and how she said it. So there's kind of...
How do you prove the operation of her mind? If you ask her, did you know that would yield those results? All she has to do is say, no.
Yeah, but she's also proved herself to be a liar.
How do you prove that she's wrong?
Because she's already proved herself to be she's already proved herself to be a liar. She was lying about the attack in the first place. So her credibility is shot. I'm being attacked. This black man, he said he was gonna stop it. She's putting on this whole performance. He has the camera rolling the entire time, and we see he's not doing anything to her. So for then to go, so we see that you're lying, and then she then goes, "Oh, I didn't know if I called the police that they were come get this black man. I didn't know." You've already shown that you're a liar.
It creates a nice opening for the prosecutor to challenge her credibility. That's all it really does, right? It doesn't definitively prove one way or the other that she knew or didn't know the result of her actions. I believe she did know. Let me just keep saying that, right? Like,
Okay.
I believe everything happened the way it should have happened. I'm just saying, like, when you take yourself out of it and look at it from will she be able to argue this legitimately in court?
She can have a case that will be heard, but she's going to lose that case ultimately. Because
I hope so.
If I've watched every Perry Mason show, once you lie in court, it's pretty hard to get anybody to believe anything you say after that. Yeah, I was lying about that, but I'm telling the truth about no, that's not how this works.
But she hasn't lied in court yet.
She lied on camera.
She certainly did, but she hasn't lied in court yet. She hasn't been sworn in and asked to tell the truth and told a lie. That hasn't happened yet.
She can't explain away why she was lying about the man attacking her. Why were you saying this man was attacking you when we can see that he was not?
I'm sure she can come up with an explanation. It probably won't be a very good one.
And it'll be a lie.
She'll come up with the standard black man encounters white woman scenario. I was afraid.
Why were you afraid?
I was afraid he was going to attack me.
Why did you think he was going to? Why did he had a camera and he had glasses on and he asked you to put the leash on the dog? How was that an attack, ma'am?
Well, it's not, but in the story, I think she said that there had been multiple complaints about him being a nuisance in the park, and that's part of the reason she's suing her job, because they said they would do their own investigation. They did a 48-hour investigation. They didn't look into any of those records, and they made the statement and fired her, whatever. Now, I believe 48 hours in those circumstances, you can do a fair investigation in that time, right? We're not talking anything super major, especially when you have a video and all of that stuff. So it's kind of easy to do that investigation. And his prior complaints about him being a nuisance has nothing to do with how she behaved. So I don't see that getting her out of that, but that, that's what she will say, right? Like I was afraid he was a nuisance from before, and that's why I lied, because I wanted the police to get there, right? It's not right, but that's probably what's going to happen.
Christian Cooper should have pressed charges. He should have followed up, and because here's one of those things that, if you let somebody get away with it, then they feel like, yeah, thought so. Like I had something. I had something similar in my youth. I had something similar in my youth. It was a girl I was seeing. I won't say her name because she lives in Atlanta and we're not friends anymore, but who cares?
Oh, if you're not friends anymore, fuck her. Say her name. No, I'm kidding. Don't say her name.
Because come on, man. Oh, God damn it. So, in any case, we were an item back in my teen years. I had got I had my own place. I was responsible for, and the relationship didn't work out. I think something happened and she came to stay with me for a little while, whatever the case, and it didn't work out. I put her out. She had to go. I didn't collect my keys from her, but I had moved on with my life, and there was this young lady that had some cookies that she just wanted me to have. She was just like, yeah, you should have these cookies. By cookies, you know what I mean. So she brought herself and some cookies over and gave me some cookies, and I enjoyed the cookies all night. It was actually a pretty decent set of cookies. One of my oldest, dearest friends, Cassandra, Cass, the chef and pearls, but yes, I'm saying your name on this. She was in contact with that ex and somehow slipped that I had company. Right.
Oh boy.
And so I got the call the next morning from the ex. And she asked me, so, I heard what time's your company leave? I said, because she was talking about us, working things out. I'm like, yeah, well, whatever, So what time did your company leave? She didn't. Oh. You mean you're talking to me and she's still there? Yep. Anyway, I gotta go. I get off. I enjoy some more cookies. And this ex shows up at the house. I'm like, yo, why are you here? No, you need to go. And she proceeds to try to attack the young lady that was so gracious in sharing her cookies with me. Broke my television and pissed me off. I was like, I was trying to tell you to leave. You should leave. But now, call the police. So the girl calls the police. The cookie lady calls the police. The police show up. I'm holding her there. I'm holding her till the cops get there. Cops get there. I let the cops know, hey, look, she has my keys. I want my keys back. If she leaves now, I won't press charges. She need to go. And they expressed that to her, right? And she gave me this look like, yeah, you better have. Pissed me off. And I said, you know what? Nope. I'm pressing charges. Excuse me? Everybody. Excuse me? No. I'm pressing charges. Lock her up. Come on, man. And they slapped the cuffs on. They're like, you got to come to the police. Oh, yeah, I'll be there. They hauled her ass away. And I went over and finished, handled the business of signing off or whatever I need to sign off at the police station, and came back and enjoyed some more cookies for the last time. The point of that story was, had I pressed the charges right off, I wouldn't have got that look. But because she thought she was getting away with something, it was like, yeah. Same thing with the Central Park Karen. Christian Cooper didn't press charges. That's a long walk to kind of get there, right? But
it was a great goddamn story, though. And from now moving forward, every one of my exes or women that I've ever been with will be referred to as cookie ladies.
The cookie lady.
I love it.
Yes.
Cookie lady. Jesus.
Those are nice cookies. The cookies were enjoyable.
Oh my God. Yeah, that makes me think of it. So I had a similar, not as bad because I was wise enough not to open the door more than a crack. I was
Okay.
at the house. I was with someone, and a young lady that I had been seeing. We had been seeing each other for a while, and I don't think we were seeing each other really anymore. We would just talk here and there.
Mhm.
She showed up at the house unannounced, just out of nowhere, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Well, she was a cop.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, "No way, I'm letting you into this house. It's not gonna happen." So yeah, she didn't push the issue. She left. She was pretty hot with me, and I got pulled over a lot. I kid you not, I got pulled over a lot in the following weeks, just for no reason.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay.
I was very nervous. That was the first and last time I dated a cop.
Yeah.
Like, nope, never again. Never again.
Oh, you go screw me over. Guess what? I think your taillight is out. Bah! wait, no, it was okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll get that fixed.
Well, Central Park Karen is facing her legal issues, and Mr. Bill Cosby will not be facing legal issues. So Cosby went up for parole. He was denied parole.
Yeah.
He is still under the belief that he will get another trial. That they're just gonna.
I thought they
commute this.
Did I hear that incorrectly? That he's on path to get another trial? Something.
I think his lawyers are trying.
Yeah, I mean, I thought something.
Cosby is hopeful that the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court will vacate his conviction and potentially grant him a new trial.
Can I just say, in 2021, how shocked and amazed I am that Bill Cosby is in prison and Meek Mill is not. And Meek is helping other people get out of jail on top of that. So, wow. Wow.
Yeah. But as I read the story, it's kind of his fault that he didn't get out on a parole.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. As far as the story is that he wasn't granted parole because he didn't take the sex abusers class, while he's in prison. And I can understand the sentiment. I'm innocent. I didn't do this. I'm not taking the class that says that I'm guilty. But you already been found guilty. You've already been found
guilty.
You've already been
found
there
guilty and you in jail.
3+ however many years. You know what I'm saying? You got to work with the hand that you're dealt. So if you want to get out of there, without going in the ground first, take the class. Do the dance.
He didn't take the class. He failed to develop a parole release plan, and he got a negative recommendation from the Department of Corrections
because he didn't take the class. Because it's not like he's in there starting fights.
Right. That's what I'm like. Cosby ain't in there shanking motherfuckers, is he? Right? Like,
hey, young man, you ain't got no belt on, nigga. What, you not gonna give up your Jello pudding?
You beat me to the joke.
You gonna do for that pudding?
He's in there doing a rendition of Khan's "Say the Darndest Things."
Man, what's interesting about this is it's still grappling with the fact that he was found guilty, right? This still it's and I'm sure I'm not the only one. There's part of me that can't. It's unbelievable. It's like, did he really do this? It don't matter if he really did it at this point. He was found guilty of doing it, right?
Yeah. Not to relitigate it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a huge fan of the phrase "where there's smoke, there's fire."
Right.
But goddamn, with 30+ accusers, 20+ accusers, whatever that final number wound up being, it's like, it's likely that you did it at least once, motherfucker. Like out of 20 some odd people, it's likely, it is highly likely that you did it at least once.
I think he had, okay. He admitted, did he admit giving women drugs? I think there was Quaaludes and I can't remember all the particulars of it.
I can't either.
The culture of, this is shit back in the 60s or whatever it was, that is all, some of the stuff happened or whatever the case, or when he was doing it back in his heyday when, Bill Cosby was a desirable actor and comedian, you know what I'm saying? Had groupies and all that type of stuff, right? They was into drugs. And then, it's wild.
I think he didn't get convicted over something that happened in the 70s.
No, it was something more recent.
Something recent.
Yeah, and it was
like 2005. It was some shit that popped off in 2005, I believe.
Because everything else, the statute of limitations had already, basically expired. And so I guess this is one of the cases, if I've heard the sentiment that he didn't do
in his testimony, Cosby admitted to casual sex involving recreational use of sedative hypnotic methaqualone, commonly known as Quaaludes, with a series of young women, and he acknowledged that his dispensing the prescription drug was illegal. In December 2015, 3 Class 2 felony charges of aggravated indecent assault were filed against Cosby in Pennsylvania based on allegations by Constant concerning incidents in January 2004. Constant is Andrea Constant, the woman who filed a civil suit against him in 2005. Yeah, so I think he went down on what he did in 2005, not what he did in the 70s.
In the 70s. So he effectively got away with something, he actually did, and stuff, whatever the accusations were with this woman, he got caught up with that. Or he continued doing what he used to do and got caught up. I don't know. All I know is I still got love for Dr. Huxtable.
All I know is his ass ain't getting out. So
yeah, but I can watch Dr. Huxtable every week or weekend or whatever on TV Land or something. Or I don't know. See, and my point being is who was convicted is not the same person that we watched on the Cosby Show. The character versus the real man.
Or was it?
I doubt it.
Dun.
Nah, that's not. That's the type of shit they go, hey, you know what? Dr. Huxtable was kind of creepy. Don't leave him.
He was glaring at Theo's homegirls.
Right. Oh man.
It's almost time to wrap. Before we go, shout out to one Miss Halle Berry. I used to feel some kind of way about Halle Berry. And lately, I'm just kind of liking her. I'm just really kind of liking her. She's keeping herself together. She's like speaking up on child support. And somebody came for her happiness and her joy. And she was like, fuck that, no.
Yeah, I'm not as exactly what's the story with her? With Halle?
So she has been dating musician Van Hunt. And I don't know if a whole lot of people are up on Van Hunt. Shout out to my homegirl Gudrun. She's a concert photographer, and she's actually pretty close with him and has done a lot of his shows, shot a lot of his shows. I got onto Van Hunt back in 2004 when he released his first album. It's kind of a mix of R&B and rock, and it is dope as hell. I still have it in rotation. I highly recommend it. It's one cut on there called, I think it's called Down in Hell or some shit. It's real dope. Great album.
I wonder, does that have anything to do, and is he related to Helen Hunt?
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
I mean, because there's an old saying, Helen Hunt runs the lost and found. Ladies, if you lose your purse, go to Helen Hunt for it.
You and your third grade joke. But no, he's a dope musician. I didn't know they were dating, but they've been dating for a little while. She's been posting pictures on Instagram of her joy and her happiness. And she posted a picture and one person commented, never give up on, or one person commented and she's came back, never give up on love, keep your heart open and it will find you. And then somebody came for her and said, I think you love him more than he loves you. And her response to that was, don't think so. Not this time.
I would have accepted if she said, have you seen me?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
You see, all you see is from here up. You've not seen what he sees.
Check my Instagram and then talk shit.
Right. Bitch, Google me. You know you talking about here? Halle Berry, bitch. They got a song about me. Halle Berry. Better ask somebody. That's what she should have said. That's all that went to say.
But not, I mean, they look real happy. You know, I hope this one works for her. Right? I find myself pulling for Halle Berry to find happiness. I really am.
That's wonderful. I'm here for the entertainment though. Let's see, because if it go left,
in case it don't work
I can imagine how she gonna, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm here for it. And you know what I'm saying? To be real, I think Halle at this point, if it don't work, she might, be open for a brother like you to reach out and holler at her. I mean, her and Janet Jackson both seem obtainable at this point.
Look, Janet has already proven she's into short, hairy dudes. Maybe Halle is into short, fat, broke cats like me. Maybe I got a shot.
Might have a shot, brother. She may go, you know what? This didn't work with the musician, dude. You know what? Come here, bro. Let me change your life. Go with it. And I'm gonna just sit to the side like a hey, that's my brother there, man. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
So look, come here, girl. I'll perform better than that shitty Catwoman movie.
Wow. Damn. Not Catwoman. That'd be the shit that start arguments in a relationship for real.
Every time she pissed me off, I'd be like, Catwoman.
Oh, you had to go there. Oh, look at this nigga here. You had to. She's like, you're balding. Well, you did Catwoman.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Anyway, folks. Hey, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Actually, you can go to unpopinshow.com and hit subscribe. Anywhere on there, you can find our audio, you can find the video, and you can find what we're about to do next. Exclusive video, the after show of the Unpopin show. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell on YouTube and follow us on all social medias. That's Unpopin Show on Twitter, the Instagram, and the Facebook.
The Facebook.
The Facebook. The face that is book. I'm messing this up. Any case. Till next time, we talk to you next time. Was that English? Till next time. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Hey, thanks for watching the Unpopular Opinion Show right here on YouTube. Appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed what you watched, be sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button.
Yeah, hit it. You haven't hit it yet.
You ain't hit it yet. What do you? Oh, come on, now,
Just hit
people.
it. Okay, the like button too. I mean, you got to.
Yes, that. Got it. All right, cool. Thank you. Appreciate you.